Hi everyone, this is a quick demonstration of the Acumatica time tracker by Trabea software, and today we're taking a look at how the time tracker features work from the mobile app. And this is Acumatica's mobile app. It's just customized, built into it. And if we choose the option here on our tracker to clock in for Maxwell Baker, our category has defaulted in this case to tasks. Note that we can use these other categories: projects, production orders, and entities. And if we choose a task, I'm going to choose the task for checking on the roses, and I'm going to hit OK. And notice that my actions have now changed to where I can set tasks, meaning I'm changing what I'm working on. I can clock out for the day, I can break out, or I can lunch out. So let's choose the option to break out. Notice now my status is on break and I can only break in. So let's go ahead and do that. Now my status is back to clocked in, and I'm clocked back into that original task that we had chosen. And if I choose the option to lunch out, my status goes to on lunch and my only action is lunch in. Now let's take a look at the set task option, and I'm going to change my task to this loss analysis required for sales meeting. Notice that I now have the option to choose a labor item. That'll default from the employee record, but the reason this is coming up is I actually have a project task associated with the task in Acumatica, so the time activity is going to follow that when we record time to this particular task. And in that case, the labor item becomes relevant. And so if we hit OK here, we've now changed our tasks from the roses, checking on roses, to the loss analysis. Now, if I go to the summary tab, I should have that rose task. It only shows 2 minutes here because I was only briefly clocked into it for this demonstration. But if I click in there, I want to show that we could attach files here. You could take a photo, add a document, or insert a photo or video. I'm going to choose to insert a photo, and I'll just choose this one here with the rose. And we've now attached that. That will follow through to the time activity as well. I can also complete the task that I'm working on by simply engaging that toggle and choosing to update. So I've now set it so that the check on roses task will have a image attached to it, as well as get completed by my action there. If I didn't finish it, I could just leave that so that it stays as an open task for me to resume later. Alright, my next option here is to be able to clock out. And you notice my status is now clocked out, and I can also now complete my document. And this is the results from the browser perspective for that same time tracker that we just input from the mobile app. I did come through and update these times so that they would be more representative of a typical workday rather than all of the punches taking place over the course of a few minutes. But otherwise, we should be back to where I can complete this again from here, and I'm only doing that because I edited those times, so I needed to reopen it. Notice on the summary, we've got the file attachment for our image. Notice for the complete task, that is marked as true. And notice that this line with the loss analysis also has the project information that came from the task. Those should now have over here as well time activities associated with them. And if we come over to the check on roses task and refresh, we should see that the task has been completed, and we've got that time activity attached here as well, where the attachment is also visible right here from the original task. And if we look at the task for loss analysis, this is what I was talking about, that it had been associated with a project and task, and in this case a cost code. And this one is not completed because we did not indicate it should be completed from the time tracker. And if we look at the activities here as well, we've got the time activity that was created from our time tracker. Thank you. Let me know if there are any questions.